Hello and welcome back to Dividend Growth UK. I'm David. In the previous episode I did a half-year review of my ISA, and now today it's the turn of the SIPP. So we're 6 months in to 2026 and my SIPP has paid me £3,540 in dividends. Yes, that's smaller than the ISA number, I appreciate that, but this account plays a different game. It does have some growth built into it, a longer time horizon and DRIP doing most of the heavy lifting. So let's get into it. So the monthly breakdown, no clean upward staircase here like the ISA had. March and June are the standouts. April dips right back down, and that's normal for a drip heavy account. Payment timing bunches around ex-dividend dates, not around any plan of mine. The year-on-year comparison, so the same 6 months of last year, this SIPP paid me £3,001. So far this year it's £3,540. So that's up 17.9% year on year. Slower growth than the ISA, but this account is 14 years from doing its job. So the same honesty checking I ran on the ISA, what's the SIPP actually worth beyond the income? At the time of recording this, it's now around £207,000 compared to the £177,000 it was this time. Strip out the new capital, the real return, price moves, sales, dividends combined comes to £17,250. That's 9.7% on where I started the year. Lower than the ISA number, and that's expected. More growth exposure here means more volatility along the way, not less. So the big one, the workplace pension transfer I've been talking about had landed this half, £49,895. I haven't lumped it all in. My plan is to drip it in across the next 12 to 18 months. The fact that depending on how Donald wants to line his own family's pockets can send the markets up or down significantly means I want to cost average this money. Now that's real fuel for a 14-year runway. It's also exactly why I stopped funding this account directly myself and redirected the tax relief into the ISA instead. And I covered that side of the story in the last video. So we've got 5 new names this half. Fortis, a Canadian utility, bought in February. HMWO, an all-world fund, and for the first time either account held pure global exposure. WTEG, a technology ETF, with all the usual names you'd expect to find. SSE, that's back in the portfolio, this time it's in the SIPP, and it'll be funded by that pension transfer after I sold it and removed it from the ISA at a profit back in the spring. And then we have EDEF, a European Defence Fund, and that was added in May. So HMWO already over halfway to matching the FTSE 250 holding and just under halfway to the FTSE 100 position. The plan's simple, keep a drip of £1,000 a month going in until all 3 are running at roughly the same weight. So then we have the exits, 4 full exits. Palantir has gone, Applied Digital has gone, D-Wave has gone, and Magnum Ice Cream. That one wasn't really a decision, it was spun out of Unilever and I chose not to hold on to it separately. I had 1 trim this half and that was BAE Systems, reduced by £2,264, and this is mainly because I wanted to rotate into the European Defence Fund EDEF. Same sector story, spread across a basket of names instead of riding on one. BAE has been a nice little earner for me and I felt it was time to take most of that profit and redeploy it elsewhere. And also let's talk about share price and 2 stocks that have gone in very different directions. First of all, we have SMGB. That's the standout winner this half, and that's up 68%. And then secondly, we have Page Group, the standout faller, down 45%. And that's a big move on a name I've held in a while. Rightly or wrongly, I prefer not to crystallise losses, so that will sit there and receive no extra investments. But it is still paying a dividend. So how does the first 6 months of the year look for you and your portfolio? Feel free to let me know in the comment section below. As always, I'm very grateful for your watching. I'll return with another episode before the week is finished, and until then, bye bye now.